Now, a memorial service has been held at the Archbishop Desmond Tutu's Orlando East home in Soweto. eNCA reporter Lindokhuhle Xulu is at Vilakazi Street for the very latest ahead of the Arch's funeral. Lindokhuhle Xulu, many thanks for your time this afternoon. Right, no, that's fine. Let's just get, Linda, if you can hear me, let's talk about those preparations ahead of the funeral that is set to be taking place this weekend. What is the latest in terms of what's happening at the Arch's home?
I'm up now. Can you see me?
Well, Ropiwa, thank you so much. Yesterday we were at the Anglican Church at the St. Mary's Cathedral Church there in Johannesburg. And this was because of a press briefing by the city of Johannesburg, but also by the Anglican Church in the Johannesburg region. Now, that particular press briefing was to tell us about the decision that was taken by both the city and the church to actually have memorials as well as celebrations throughout the week. So there will be a series of events that will be celebrating and just honoring the Archbishop Desmond Tutu after his passing. Now, the significance of this is, as per the Johannesburg mayor, was that they believe that Desmond Tutu is a person that had started his activism, his career in terms of fighting for human rights and humanity in South Africa, just against apartheid. He started it through the church by becoming the first black dean. That was in 1975, and ultimately becoming the bishop of the Anglican Church here in Johannesburg. So that is why the city of Johannesburg says they felt it right for them to also partake in some of the celebrations, in some of the events of honoring the Archbishop. Now, as you said, we are in Orlando today. This is where one of those events is taking place this morning. It will be led by the mayor of the city of Johannesburg, but also the Anglican Church's dean, as well as a bishop will be here just to continue to try and have some of those events. They are throughout the week, but let me just paint a picture for you in terms of what's happening here. A stage has been set outside here, the Orlando home of Ubabu Desmond Tutu. But I want to take your attention to another part of this particular event and how it looks. This is a place where throughout the week we've seen many people voluntarily so coming here to pay their respects. And what you can see now is a current live picture of what is happening. It seems that there are some people that have gathered. Not quite sure if some of them are tourists or not, but obviously we'll try to speak to some of them, get a sense really of why they are here, why they felt it important to come here. But just ask while Mohammed gives you some of those pictures of what is currently happening and how it looks like down there. But to ask some of the people here if they would be able to speak to us about why they are here and maybe some of their memories about Ubabu Tutu. Guys, thank you so much for speaking to us. If you could introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from and why you are here this morning.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm from Randburg in Joburg, and we're just here to visit the house of Desmond Tutu, a great man who's passed away, and just to pay our respects and reverence in this great man's life. So
yeah, and I'll ask you as well to introduce yourself and just give us a sense of why you are here as well.
I'm Michaela, also we're twins. I think it's good to pay your tributes to the great people who fought for their rights and his role in apartheid and the movement. I think it's good to respect and just appreciate what he did in his lifetime.
And I think one of the most important things is that we've seen many people, elderly people, coming to pay their respects. Obviously, they would know a lot about the history of the Archbishop. But in your view, what does he stand for? What does he mean to you as a figure, as an icon?
I think he stands for equality and for justice and for freedom, and something that the whole country should look towards.
Yeah.
A great person.
Yeah, I agree. I think he stands for freedom and he represents our rainbow nation. I think it's good to respect and pay tribute.
All right, guys, thank you so much. I would have seen that you were twins if your head was off, but thank you so much for sharing with us. Some of the people that are here, Ropiwa, but just giving us a sense really of why is it that they are here. It's young people now that we've just spoken to. They're saying that it's a figure that they believe stood for equality, and that is why they felt it important to come here locally, so from Randburg. But this is a picture at the moment. That event and that prayer, as well as the flower laying event that is set to take place here, led by the mayor of the city of Johannesburg, is actually going to start at around 12 in the afternoon. But this is the picture currently of what is happening on the ground.
No, absolutely. Thank you very much for that update, Lindokhuhle Xulu. And as you mentioned, rightly so, it's so heartwarming to see that there's a mixture of young and old people who are appreciating the life that was led by the Archbishop. Lindokhuhle Xulu, of course, will be continuing with that rolling coverage at the former home of the Archbishop there, giving us updates of what we are expecting to see in terms of those celebrations that will be taking place throughout the rest of the week.